what's useful for the adult in training and what's useful for kids in training? How did you kind of formulate those distinctions? What you saw as being more beneficial for kids maybe than adults, and how did you come to that?
I think I had more distinctions when I was starting, and I kind of let go of them. I have been amazed, I mean, except for those that are based on developmental capacities. But I think that even though we wouldn't call adult developmental capacities, we wouldn't view it in exactly the same way we view children. For example, children are really unable to practice an open awareness type stance of attention until a little bit later. Some people say fourth grade, some people say as early as third. Those are developmental issues with respect to kindness and compassion practices. Young children are really not able to hold in mind and make the distinction between liking somebody and wishing them well. So when we ask kids to wish somebody well, but that doesn't mean that they don't like them, young children, it's tough for them, if not impossible for them to make that distinction. So we have to be very careful in that situation not to encourage children to like or approve of people who are harming them. Those are developmental pieces that are crucial for people working with kids to know. But in a way, we need to know that when we're working with adults too, right?
Beautiful. I love that you've put it in the context of really understanding developmental processes and what a person is capable of. And then it sounds like a lot of it is making sure that you're communicating with kids in a way that will resonate with them and not confuse them further about what you're asking of them. That so much of it is meeting them in their level of understanding and then considering that when you're teaching them, what are they going to be capable of grasping or not?
Yeah, that is one of the trickiest things, I think, in the movement to bring mindfulness to kids, especially in schools and that sort of thing, with teachers and clinicians who don't have the time or the inclination for retreat practice. There is an aspect of this work that is really communicated through how we present ourselves and through our bodies and just how it feels to be around us. And some people never need to meditate for an instant to have that. Certainly when I go in and work in preschool, many of the preschool teachers who are really doing wonderful work with kids just have that felt sense of love and openness. But that ability to just drop your agenda and be with the child that is right there, right now, and serve that child who's in front of you now and not get distracted by all of these other things outside of the moment. That's how we most effectively teach kids. And then the games and activities we play, those are just helpful add-ons.